Hey guys, what's up? It's Pain User again, and here is another little gem from Diablo 3 I'm bringing you guys, and this is the Gardens of Hope first tier Treasure Goblin and Destructible Debris. So there's a bunch of destructible debris around the waypoint that you can use for gold farming. I know there are some people out there that have been botting this, but I wouldn't recommend that at all. I'm to understand that Diablo 3 is running a Warden now, so they do ban in waves as well. So anybody who's been running a bot or anything like that, they will kind of give you the illusion that everything's going just fine, and then 6 months later they'll ban, several thousand people for running bots. So I would not recommend doing anything against the terms of service or botting. But if you want to do it manually, this is a great way to farm up, and it's a great way to get a lot of gold. And I was just doing these runs and breaking the vases, and one time I noticed a treasure goblin over there off to the right. And lo and behold, after creating, 10 to 15 more games, I found him again. Now, this is a bit of a gear check, as you will need to be able to clear the Act 4 trash mobs, and sometimes there are some elites laying around. The skills I'm using are Rapid Fire with Fire Support for the extra rockets, and Mark for Dead with Mortal Enemy. And the reason those two stack so well for bosses or treasure goblins or anything like this is that the Mark for Death with Mortal Enemy, or Mortal Wound, I'm not sure which one it's called, it gives you hatred regeneration per hit, and then Rapid Fire with Fire Support gives you additional hits on the fire support. And I'm switching over to Nether Tentacles right here just to help clear some of these trash mobs. But anyway, those two skills work very, very well for clearing the treasure goblins, because when you're wearing all MF gear, which, by the way, for any of these videos that I'm making, anytime you're killing a boss that can't kill you, you're killing a treasure goblin, or you're farming a chest or anything like that, you want to be wearing maxed out MF gear. And you should be anywhere in the range of, 180 to 240 MF if you've got some decent items. And you can also find, blue MF items usually on the auction house. You can find them at vendors as well. On the auction house, they tend to be a little bit pricey because they're really not that hard to come by, and it's not like they're a hot commodity. But sometimes you do need them, and it's certainly worth the investment. So go grab a bunch of MF gear, load it up on your character, try and get above 200 MF if you can, and then use that to farm things like this. So here I am just clearing all the trash mobs away, because the treasure goblins do tend to get a little frisky and run around, so you want to clear as much space around them as humanly possible. That way when he starts to run, it just makes it a lot easier for you. And I think I've cleared enough at this point, so I head back, and it's time to take on the treasure goblin. Now, these guys can be tough solo, and anytime you're doing something like this, I know I've mentioned this in my previous videos, but anytime you're doing something like this, it's a great idea to have 4 friends doing it at the same time, so you just increase your efficiency and increase your chances to find the treasure goblin. And then you can just join on whoever's game found the goblin, and then you can all kill it together. You also get quad drops, so you can share loot with one another. If you're all different classes, it's great. You can share loot with friends, things like that. So try and get 4 people doing this exact same thing at the same time, and reap the rewards. So there it is. That is the Act 4 Treasure Goblin at the Gardens of Hope Tier 1 waypoint. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for some more broken Diablo 3.